Hello and welcome to this jewelry making tutorial. In this tutorial I will show you how to create a bracelet using Millefiori beads, those glass beads. As you can see, Millefiori beads have different shapes, so they can be spherical or they can be like the pills, like this. They can also come in other shapes, like oval and other shapes, cubical. And as you can see, they have these flower designs. They are made of glass canes and they are very colorful. In the past, this type of beads were used also as sort of currency instead of money in the Middle Ages, because they were so beautiful. Traders sometimes use them as currency. Of course, nowadays they are no longer used as currency. That was only in the Middle Ages. But now we use them to make colorful, beautiful jewelry. So I will use these two colors, blue and red, to create a bracelet. For the bracelet, I will use a toggle clasp. I will also use this charm in the shape of a starfish. And I will also need some findings. I will need some jump rings. And for the end of the chain, I will also need these clamshell bead ends. We shall also need, of course, some thread, a big eye beading needle, so that we can put the beads on the thread. I will also need some sand beads, and we shall also need some tools. This is the jump ring opener. I have some pliers here, chain nose pliers, those with no teeth inside, so that they do not scratch the findings. Some scissors for the thread, and also some pincers in case we want to grab the small items. So, in order to begin making this bracelet, I will start by taking the thread. As you can see, the thread is double, like this. I will take only one of the two threads, put the thread on my needle, like this, and I will take one of those sand beads and put the sand bead on the needle. Like this. And now I will put the sand bead on the thread, like this. I'll remove the needle, and as you can see, my bead is only one of the two threads, and I will move the sand bead to the end of my thread, like this, and right above my sand bead I will make a knot so that the bead does not move, because it has to stay in place so that we can continue adding the clamshell bead end. So right above my sand bead, I have created a knot. This way the bead stays in place here. Now I will take both my threads, so the double strand of threads, I put both threads through my needle, like this, on my needle, And now I will take the clamshell bead end and put the clamshell bead end like this on the needle. And as you can see, it has stopped in my sand bead. Now I will take the pliers and close the clamshell bead end like this. And because my sand bead is inside, the thread doesn't come out. Now the next step is to take a jump ring, and I will open this jump ring. I will grab the jump ring with the pliers and with the jump ring opener, open the jump ring a bit more like this. So I have opened the jump ring. I will put the jump ring through the bead end, clamshell bead end, like this. And now I will put the toggle clasp on my jump ring. I will open a bit more the jump ring so that the toggle clasp can be put on the jump ring. And now I will grab the jump ring and close. This way I have closed the jump ring, and as you can see, I have attached the toggle clasp to my to the thread of my bracelet. And now let's start creating the bracelet. In order to make the bracelet itself, I will take the beads and add the beads one by one on my thread. So I put them on the needle and then on the thread, this way. So I will continue adding those beads one by one. Like this. And now I will put the clamshell bead end on the thread like this way. I will remove one of the two threads, so as you can see I have these two threads, and I will take out only one of those two threads. And I have only one of the threads on my needle. Again, I will take one of those sand beads, put the sand bead on my needle like this, and move it on the thread this way. And now I will bring the sand bead inside the clamshell bead end. So as you can see, the sand bead is on one of the threads, the other thread has no bead. I will put the bead inside of the clamshell bead end, and I will start making some knots. You can make as many knots as you like if you want to make sure that the bracelet doesn't open, because anyway the knots will be masked by the clamshell bead end, so the knots will not be visible. So I'll make 3 knots, let's say 1, 2 and 3, like this. And now I will take the scissors and cut the thread. I will try to cut the thread closer to my knot, like this. And as you can see, the bead, the sand bead, has remained inside of my clamshell bead end, and this way the thread won't come out of my clamshell bead end. Now I take the pliers and close the clamshell bead end, like this. I will take 2 jump rings. First of all, I will attach my starfish, so I will grab one of those jump rings and open it. I will put the starfish on my jump ring, like this, and I will put the jump ring through my bead end, clamshell bead end. I will close this jump ring like this. So as you can see, I have added the starfish here, the starfish charm, and now I will take the second jump ring. Again, I will open it with the jump ring opener and the pliers, this way. I will put it through my first jump ring, this way, and now I will add the toggle clasp, and close, this way. So as you can see, at the end of my bracelet here, I have the charm with the starfish and the toggle clasp. And now the bracelet is finished, and let's see what it looks like. So this is the toggle clasp and my charm, and the finished bracelet. So this is what our bracelet looks like, with the toggle clasp, the clamshell bead ends, the charm, and our glass beads. And let's also see what it looks like on the wrist. So this is my bracelet, the way it looks on the wrist. So I hope you liked this video, and thank you for watching.